Ish, Cherry, Chimp, Chronicles, morning. It's Wise Beer Wednesday. It's 9 a.m. GM to everyone. Hopefully your days are starting off on a good note. What are the vibes today? What are the vibes? What are the vibes? This guy over here is making moves. Shout out to Cold Brew, now aka Chimp Stir. Trying something new this morning. Got this. I don't know if you guys tried this before, but thank you, little bro, for giving it to me. So I'm trying it out today. Again, let's go maybe into like details here. This is a Genesis. You see two chimpers from the Chimpers collection here. Master Chimpo, of course. Another Genesis Aki. This is also a Genesis cap. Actually, no, not Genesis cap. Is it? No, 101. 101. But this one, this beauty over here is Genesis. Maz. Hippie. Genesis. 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 Shogo. Shogo Run. Shogo Run. And then let the big chimp on the stone. Shogo Run. Ooh, look at that. We got the scientific. Genesis. Yeah. And it's actually on sale. It's actually on sale. So watch out for that. It's actually on sale. We got 50s. We had a whole bunch of 50s. 50 here. 50 here. Alright. It's important to know, like, they're really trying to build out a world over here. Right. We got Pixel. Let me see. They got Pixel. We got Map here. Dante. Another Genesis. Another Genesis there. How come I don't see? Oops. How come I don't see Shimpy? We gotta get Shimpy up in here. Ooh. Oda. By now, we should already know who these guys are. Okay, let's run it back. Master Chimpo, Chimpy, Chimpster, Chimpster, Chimpers, sorry, Chimpers, Opti, Cuddles, Hippie, and Mr. Cat. I'm just missing Chimpat right here. You see, I got my characters down pat. All right, characters down pat. Oh, another Genesis. You find something new every time we come back to Mr. Clark chilling over here. Okay, I think we haven't explored this whole thing, so I'll play a quick game real quick, and then we're gonna jump into some. Let's play this. Alright, we're gonna try this baby. See what's up. Smells good. It's alright. Cat Guy, Wolfgang, Quirkies, Moonbirds, World of Wizards, something like that. Gutter Cats, Nouns, Cool Cats, Chiqui-One. We're gonna go with Master Chimpo, our white sensei. Let's do it. How's your Tuesday? How's your Wednesday morning going? What's the vibe today? Space. Z. Oh man, I wasted that. Z and next to hit. Z to kick. Hold that. Boom. Hold that. Hold that. Oh. There you go. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Master Chimpo, you will blow it open. Hold on, 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 hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Another big Genesis sale. Jeez, it's like almost every other day there's massive sales on Genesis. Watch out for your grails, man. Watch out for your grails. Watch out for your grails. Bogu is on a mission. Or Simpster, actually, no. I'm trying to get a Gordon in me. Let's get a Gordon. They need to bring back the competition, please. Oh, oh, oh. Hold on. There you go. Hold that. Hold that. Look at that. I'm going hard. Come here, man. When you get that elixir, you can just go ahead and oh, there you go. We got Gordon. Come on, bro. All right. Come at me, bro. Alright. Let's get to work. So, we did a stream on About Us for sure. We talked about the world of chimpers community. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned that, but I'm here as part of the creators. Pretty gassed up when I saw that. I love that. Products. Go to gallery. Have we been in gallery? Yeah, we've been to a gallery already. How we hit the shop? What just happened? That's because we're working on a new collector hub. But we're on the strategy page. So let's look at some strategy token, man. Because we have talked about these independent protocol with that burning mechanism that feeds back into buying the NFTs from the project, and it keeps burning supply. And as the project adds utility and embraces it as the ecosystem token, the flywheel spins. So, I mean, here we have 435 NFTs holding on the Vibester protocol. It has 0.395 Ethereum and still needs 5 more to catch up and get a floor Vibe. It's it's sold with a premium, I think, of like, I forget what was it, up 10%. And all right, so real quick. By when the machine acquires the missing 0.5032, the first entry to trigger the function will process the mechanism forward and earn a reward. The mechanism monitor OpenSea for the cheapest available listing and will purchase it when sufficient ETH is accumulated. Each NFT is unique and tracked individually in the portfolio cell. Purchase tokens are automatically relisted at 40% increase from the purchase price. When sold, the profit is distributed between the protocol and liquidity providers. All right, so pretty interesting. Something interesting just happened with this, with TokenWorks and strategy. Again, it's pretty important to note that this is an independent entity, and that's what makes everything so cool, because the team buys that market with the community, and it's pretty much independent. So we seen first, right? Because everything was really bought in the strategy webpage or website. And then we saw recently last year, but towards the end of last year, um, TokenWorks working with OpenSea and now being able to buy and sell the strategy token on OpenSea. And we did a live on that one as well. Now, what's really cool is the fact that you're able to buy the protocol NFTs on OpenSea. So we're gonna read through the post that just was put up by Good Vibes Club. But before we get there, we gotta see the keychain blind boxes because they're coming in. They're coming in. Let's check out the experience. First off, you can see a nice little box. Again, the chimps don't skip out on quality. It has to be an experience. It has to be a product of quality, because if it's not, then you're making cheap stuff and there's no real intent with providing the best possible product, then you can't really talk about it. So I'm only doing that because I'm noticing the quality, I'm noticing the experience, and that's why I talk about chimpers in the way I do, because I generally feel that about the stuff that they pull out is general product, is really dope products. So let's check out the blind box experience. Boom. Okay, cool. I love that. But pretty cool to note that you get to see the available chimps right there. I've noticed that.
There we go. That took forever.
Nice. Let's stop there real quick, right? We got this Sunny Chimp, Chimpy, the Meow Chimpy, Wizard Chimpy, and the Dragon Believer Chimpy, and then you have all these other color Chimpies. What does that even mean? And pretty excited for the Kawaii style version of the entire Chimpers collection, NFT collection. All right, let's see. This is the S1, the Series 1 product. Okay, the experience is pretty cool. You're opening. Hi, pretty lady. Oh no, she's ripping it incorrectly. Is that correct way to open? For the little breakers. Ooh.
It's the little witch. Which one? It's a magic chimpy. Oh, it's so cute. Hello,
Look at the
Boomstick.
quality. Look at the quality. You see the broom on the hand. See the nice little wizard hat. You can tell from the plush, the softness. Yeah, man. I'm loving these.
What cute hat.
All the little piggy tails in the back. The
Cute.
chimpy tail. Oh man, this is dope. Again, there's gonna be a digital component to it. So it has an NFC chip. You enter various raffles to earn some 8 coin, earn some tickets, Telegram stickers, and enter to win a arcade machine. Arcade machine. So that's gonna be pretty dope to see. So yeah, we were talking about the Vibester strategy um, updates, right? The updates that they're having over at OpenSea. So real quick, we'll go through that. I saw it. I'm like, yo, I gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it, man. And we gotta check out Zagabond too, man. That guy got some serious fashion style. All right, so I guess we can read off of Maison first. Here we go. While the rest of the market chases fleeting dopamine hits, Vibe Strategy creates a sustainable foundation for cultural value by using strategy as an automated emotional floor defender. Excuse me. We've effectively hard coded long term growth and Vibester burns directly into the brand's DNA. This is the shift moving away from the extractive gamble of meme coins and towards a future where we actually own culture we help shape. I really believe that the Vibe Town is building the right way. Vibe Hala awaits. Give a quick follow to the homie Mason, T Mason on X. But let's go real quick to Good Vibes post. Okay. Uh, Vibe strategy upgrades. We made a few key enhancements in the Vibe wheel in special thanks to TokenWorks and OpenSea. You can now buy strategy listed GVCs alongside the rest of the collection on OpenSea. The strategy volume is now incorporated into our collection activity on OpenSea. With the integration, with this integration comes more visibility, more burn, more activity that fuels the GVC ecosystem. Yeah, I mean, because you're able to now to purchase on OpenSea, less friction. It's more faster. So I love that. But I want to see how that. I got to go to the Good Vibes collection, of course. But I want to see if there's like an icon on it. If there's like a special little like sign there that says this is a token, um, a strategy Vibe. Okay, so the strategy currently holds 485 GVCs, now more accessible for Vibe curious collectors. 17.5% of the Vibester burned and accelerating. So that's off of Good Vibes, right? So that's off the Good Vibes. But now we got to read the official TokenWorks post. And we'll obviously again, I really can't underestimate or yeah, uh, like em- emphasize enough how important it is to really engage with the post. Not only put a like, but also leave a comment. It gets your PFP in front of the notifications. The more active you are, um, and helping to share the good vibes, the more visibility you get. And so that's really my play right now. Again, I use Giphies to show support. So we look up the GVC Giphies. There's a whole bunch there that you can see. You can also look up Good Vibes Club there, and then you get even more. So let's look up one that shows either this one. I like this one as well. But maybe the flywheel, right? Mm, this one. Let's look at that. That one's great. That one shows the vibe. And there we have it. There we have it. You're engaged. Now it's time to go to the official Token Works page. Good Vibes Club NFT owned by Vibester Strategy are now purchasable on OpenSea. That is the update right there. That is the main thing to take away from all of this. More easier now to purchase Good Vibes Strategy protocol Vibies. When the strategy buys an NFT, it will be listed on both the strategy contract and Seaport. Regardless of where it's sold, the proceeds buy and burn Vibester automatically. Perfect. This is great. Great. I'm drinking it, but I'm not a fan of it. Regardless of where it's sold, or okay. So buy Good Vibes direct them. Okay. All right. So let's keep on reading, right? We are using GVC as a test run before rolling this out to all strategies. The goal is to apply the feature to all the future and current strategies. Other than the first few legacy contracts in the coming weeks. Thank you to Hollander, Adam, and the OpenSea team for helping us get this over the line. When purchasing the token strategy, 100% of the purchases buys and burns Vibester. When purchasing on OpenSea, collection royalties and platform fees apply. Okay, so that's probably the key takeaway right there that you're able to see. When you're buying on OpenSea, collection royalties, right? Because Good Vibes has enforced royalties, and the OpenSea platform fees apply before buying back into the strategy. I think is a good, reasonable deal, right? Reasonable because the fees of the platform, royalties, all perfect to me. I think that still works. When purchasing on OpenSea collection, royalties, and platform, okay. In order to keep the token strategy fronted in sync, anyone can call sync order status after an NFT has sold on OpenSea for a reward. I don't know what that means. In order to keep the token strategy fronted in sync, anyone can call sync order status after the NFT has sold on OpenSea for reward. Uh, oh, okay, I guess. OpenSea. All right, so big win for all time to burn. Yep. token works. Mm-hmm. Doo-doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum. Okay. K, K, K. Um, so now I think it's a good idea to jump on OpenSea real quick. Nope. Let's see how it appears on OpenSea. Let's go to Good Vibes Club. Okay. So, real quick here, we see that the floor protocol is this Vibe with the pink, the visors. Let's go to this one. This one is the protocol one. Double check. Yeah. But it doesn't show OXDO. OXD. Okay, so yeah, I guess it shows right the wallet, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool to show that it's the strategy token. I don't know, put a STR in a corner or something. Um, because I don't see no like you see, I wouldn't know off the rip that this is a strategy token. But again, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. This is a great upgrade to the strategy, you know, to being able to buy it easier. But yeah, if anyone is looking at this stream, I highly recommend you put a logo on top or something, an icon that shows that that's a Vibe from the protocol. That's probably my only take, my only thing to add there. Real quick before we talk about that, let's go back here. So, notifications. What do we see? The Chronicles continues. Let's go, CJ. We jamming. We jamming, bro. We jamming. We jamming, bro. We jamming. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Logged in. Let's see where we at with the stream. Shout out to all my people over at One Step at a Time on YouTube. Um, my OG family there. This is, and shout out to CT, right? To my Cherry Chimp Chronicles family as well. Again, if you take some time out of your morning to watch the stream, I am super appreciative of that. I value everyone's time. So I definitely don't want to spend your time talking nonsense. I want it to be something of value, something that brings some, let's say, I don't know, again, some inspiration, because it is a mix of Web3, of my journey as a content creator, my journey into Web3. I'm learning as I go with you. I'm by no means a professional, but it's pretty cool to, you know, just be in the front of this new technology, really. So if this is something that interests you, I highly recommend you get on crypto Twitter, follow the people that I'm mentioning, because if anything, I've also heard and yeah, I heard the advice, and it is really true. Follow the people that you're following follow. Does that make sense? So the people that I'm following that are more smarter than me, that I follow to learn from, yeah, follow those. Give those people a follow. Like, um, and with the vibe of also being an empowering morning show to get your batteries running, to get us on the right note. Let's listen to
Started as a
one
seventh
of
quarterback.
NFL's
I was a back,
GOATs.
I was a backup quarterback on an 0-8 freshman high school team. I didn't even play. We didn't win a game, and I couldn't even get on the field. I was kind of a late bloomer, recruited to Michigan late, started as a seventh quarterback. Had to work really hard to even play. Thought, oh man, I'll make being pro football. Got drafted in the 6th round. No one thought I'd make the team.
So that drives you.
Yeah, it still does. I think now it's like, wait a minute. Now you guys want me to stop playing? No, this is when I'm having fun. Now is the time where I get to do, really enjoy it. I always had a lot of belief in myself, and I always tell a lot of young quarterbacks, you don't believe in yourself. Why do you think those guys who are looking at you are going to believe in you? When you step in that huddle, they better look at you and go, man, that guy's ready to get the job done. Because if they don't see that, then they're going to start questioning, oh my God, I don't think that guy can get the job done. So you got to believe in what who you are, what you do, what you bring to the team. And then if you do that, they're going to feed off that as well.
Right, right, right. The importance of believing in yourself. You expect somebody else to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. It's not cockiness. It's more about knowing who you are as a person, your capabilities, the stuff that you're doing behind the scenes, and that's really what comes out as you as a person, your aura, your energy. So yeah, man, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect somebody else to believe in you? Um, there was another Tom Brady one that I want to listen to you guys before we get onto a little bit more of the Web3 side of things. But here we go. I'm sure that you've seen this video before.
The truth is, you don't have.
And if you haven't, it's really worth a listen. 30 seconds out of your time, but it'll get you motivated. Let's go.
To be successful at anything, the truth is, you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. If you look at all my teammates here tonight, it would be impossible to find better examples of men who embody that work ethic, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life.
You don't have to be special. You don't have to have special abilities. You just have to want the thing that you want. Do the things that are required to get the things that you want. Do it on a consistent basis today, tomorrow, the following day. Love it, obviously, because if it's forced on you, then you're probably just going to give up. But that's what makes somebody special. Your habits, your daily habits. I'm 31 now, man, and I know I wasted a lot of my time in my youth, and I regret a lot of the time that I wasted. But really, if I was locked in and I really wanted the things I wanted, I would have already had gotten them. But again, as the saying goes, yesterday was the best time to start, but today is also the second best day to start. So no matter how old are you, no matter where you find in your journey, if you really want the things that you want, then yeah, let's follow this GOAT's advice. You have to be consistent about it, work hard, and get it together, because it doesn't take a special person to get it. It just takes a person that actually wants it. But in other news, pivoting to another Web3 IP project brand that I really believe in, Azuki. Azuki at Paris Fashion Week. From NFT to runway, we are bringing our culture to fashion's biggest stage. Um, yeah, so we talked about how other projects are getting their name out there. There's so many different flavors and ways to doing that. And we have rec guy with their drinks, selling a record amount of drinks in the first year. And Azuki, they finished their trading card tournament recently. They gave out a grand prize, and now we have the CEO running, oh no, walking in Paris' biggest fashion show week. But it's cool to note that the clothes that are displayed in this runway, which I'll show you shortly, are part of a collection that will be available for the general public. And why that's important is because the clothes is inspired by the NFT collection. So basically, if you know, you know. What a big flex to wear some Mizuki fashion, and I'll be looking out for it. Hopefully, it's not too crazy over price. I at least want a shirt or something to show some love. So here we have Zero, Dr. Dave Cohen. Do it for the garden, indeed. Someone said, "Yo, brush up on some Zoolander." Who's watched that? Is that that's probably dating me, but like, look at that aura, my guy's aura. That's crazy. Nah, the fit goes hard. The fit goes hard. Way to go, Zagabond. Way to go, Zagabond. I think I'll keep it for Chimpers Tuesday. We'll talk about it a little bit. Let's see what he has to say real quick, though. For most of my life, my answer to "Are you okay?" was always yes. My logic was that if you're not literally about to die, then you're fine. I've since learned the nuance that it's okay not to be okay, but the not dying equals keep pushing. Mentally has carried me through some of the hardest challenges in my life. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can resonate to that message. I too have always answered, yeah, I'm okay. Everything's okay. Everything's good. Even though mentally not there, but keep pushing. Keep pushing. Hopefully this resonates with somebody out there. It wasn't me. I'm just the vessel that's passing on the message. But here we have Zagabond. Wait, Zagabond, wait for me. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Let's see my guy in action. Aura. There was another one. Where is it at, Zagabond? Where are you, bro? There's another one. Everybody's walking. I think I might have passed it. One more, one more, one more. One more and I'll skip the fashion part of it. Oh, real quick, here you go. Um, walk the walk, talk the talk, walk the walk, right? Seeing the Zuki inspired collection from 424 come to life on the runway in Paris was a dream come true. Stay tuned for the full 424 times the Zuki collection available to retail. Look at that, Azuki. Ikuzu. Ikuzu. Let's fucking go. I love that. Me looking for all the money to see if I can afford Azuki fashion. Not gonna lie, Azuki fashion is a little expensive, man. They didn't want to say it and sound like I'm broke, but it takes. Hopefully it's accessible. Hopefully it's accessible because I would love to wear something like that. You got the 424 Azuki. Damn, there was a group shot when it came out. What's the group shot? No, I guess it's in Zagabond's page. Let me look for Zagabond. There we go. Look at that. Squad. Oh, there you have it. Boom. Oh, that's fire. I love that. I love that. That shot is fire. Look at that. With those Zuki cards. Hard. Hard. Right, so I guess a big win. Again, it wouldn't translate directly to price, but you get the showcasing of our leader, of course, of the garden in this show, and Azuki apparel. So big win again. Foots on the ground approach. I love that. I want to note something, right? Because this is a bit of inspiration, a bit of Web3, but then finance. For those that don't know what's going on in the banking system, I think it's very important to look at two things. Hear Brian Armstrong out, and then go check out Ray Dalio's how the economic machine works. Very important to understand what our finance landscape looks like. And here we have Brian
reserve lending, which means
Armstrong.
for those we do not do fractional reserve lending, which means for those who don't know, at a bank you deposit your funds. They're not keeping your money there. They're actually lending it out and earning interest on that, and then they pay you a very small percentage of that. Like the average savings account makes like 14 basis points or something. And that's called net interest margin, and that's the whole bank business model. And so that's why they have such high regulatory burden, because there can be a run on the bank. Like your money is not all there. In a crypto world, there's a 100% reserve. So all your money is there. It eliminates this entire category of risk around a bank run. We do not do.
Yeah, so I mean, you didn't know. I personally experienced this in real time, and this is why I have zero belief in banks, really, because they have a lot of financial players in there that are able to manage their money the right way, of course, because they have the knowledge, the equipment, the technology, and they are able to make money with the money you deposit. I put in like 10K one time in a disc. It was supposed to give for like a year or something, and it gave me back $15. And when I took it out after the time expired, after, not before, after the time expired, they still charged me $15. So basically, my money was there for a whole year. They worked with it, they made some profit, and I got back my initial deposit. Bro, how does that make sense? How does that even make sense? So, this is also one of the key reasons why I believe wholeheartedly in decentralized money, and why it's important for you to study it, to know about it, but it's here and it's accessible to everyone in the world. Not financial advice, but my main two players forever and ever will be Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not financial advice. Please do your own research. Let's check where the stream is at before we continue. I don't want to make it too long either, because I also have to. All right, so this is 44 minutes ago. I think we're gonna put a cherry on top. Let's put a cherry on top. I won't keep you guys any longer than you need to be here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on that. Oops, not supposed to be there. Matter of fact, yeah, we just call it a day. For all the 17 viewers that popped in and still are with me right now, I appreciate you guys. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I am trying to now get uncomfortable, do something I actually like to do, and I appreciate all the support for you guys taking out some time out of your morning to come and spend it with me means a whole lot to me. Truly, truly, truly does. For the people that were in One Step at a Time on YouTube, I also appreciate you. You guys know my journey a little bit more than Crypto Twitter does. But for those that haven't checked it out, please go check out One Step at a Time. It's a little cringy, but I love every part of it because it was a big part of my life. Um, and where led me over here. So yeah, it's just me recording the process. But yeah, this is something I really want to do. This is something I really want to continue to do. So again, if all my years showed me was that I wasted time and that just lean into what you like to do. And this is what I like to do. This is my passion. I love empowering messages. I love personal development. Um, I always want to try to become a better person than I was yesterday. So that's really the message here. I also want to have full control of my financial future, and that's also the message here. I want to have full belief in myself and let no other person's opinion sway my moves or influence anything I do because I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in myself. So yeah, that's really the message here. That's really the vibe here. We'll try to do this every morning, every other morning if possible, but we're here to grow. We're here to grow. 2026 has started off with such great movement. The space feels so euphoric. There's vibes, good vibes everywhere. The chats are on fire. But yeah, man, participate, be an active participator. Don't be a spectator. Enter the arena. Um, Shallow waters, you don't find fish. Go into the deep. That's where you get the rewards. Always keep God as your North Star, as your center, because we're not from this world. Okay? This concrete, this world that we live in is not the real thing. So always keep God in center. Be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to your brothers and sisters. We're all brothers and sisters no matter where we come from. So yeah, that's the vibe. And I'm always going to be shouting that to the day that I die. So with that being said, I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday. I hope your Wednesday is productive. Today is Wise Beard Wednesday. So we make wise moves. So hopefully you guys do something to get you closer to the goal that you want to. Hopefully there's a shift today. Hopefully you pivot from where you're going because it's not the right direction and you're just moving a little inch to this side and realize that maybe you can do something that will make you get closer to your goal and make you better. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Spread the good vibes. That's it. Wherever you guys are at, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Stay safe. Love. And with that, we close down the stream. We close down the stream.